Pierce wearing the captain's armband as Alejandro Moreno is on international duty with Venezuela. Braun couldn't control it. It falls back for the debutant, Bilal Duckett.
It's a sign of a mature team.
Pierce. He's played every minute this season. Kofi was trying to bring it down. It couldn't split it in Revolution. Morocco was on target last week for Mendoza. And it's cheaply given away and claimed by Salinas before it's won back.
To Chris Cortez about his first MLS start before the match, and he was beaming with pride. This is a guy who worked hard to get here through the Chivas farm system. He scored 4 goals in 4 matches in reserve games so far this season. So this 22-year-old
had a pretty good run in the reserve system, scoring 4 times, tops in the Major League Soccer Reserve League. That's led Robin Fraser to give him a senior call-up here, so to speak. Pierce. Straight into Duckett. Salinas trying to bring it down. Gives it away straight to Cortez. He's come into a near side wide. Valentin. Composure beyond his 19 years. Here's Duckett. Salinas. Good ball for Cumiento. Played a variety of positions, including center half and right mid this season. Taking that role, normally filled in recent weeks by Simon Elliott, who's away. Mendoza. And a throw here for Chivas USA.
What I meant that time.
Than we saw under Thordarson. That was the goal set forth by Thompson. Tighter third. It's a little premature to start talking about playoffs right now, my friend. Here's what we're talking about.
If I was a coach, Christian, you know what I would do? I'd cover up the LA team. And I would say, this is the standings right now. Just to give you some perspective, because when you look at 29 points, that could be discouraged. 22 is Dallas has had a great little finish of the spring, unbeaten in May. And Real Salt Lake, a little swoon as of late. That's what I would do. I would just say, hey, let's just play and see what happens come late October when we take on the Galaxy again. Maybe that match will have some sort of playoff implications.
Off the head of Asli, a throw back for Van Asli. Loses the header to Umanya. Touched by Kofi.
Not doing a good enough job of winning the second balls. The men in white doing a better job thus far.
Duckett sends one in early, but aimlessly. Perhaps a little bit of nerves. And Robin Fraser telling me he thought his side played well enough on Saturday night to take all 3 points. Columbus, of course, 3 times coming back from a goal down, but Chivas going down to 10 men on the 69th. The second yellow for Jorge Flores. Said he was happy enough to get a point on the road, but when you score 3, it's a little disappointing. Now a congested fixture list or schedule to
behind him, and he had a subtle little 2-touch sequence that allowed the team to get forward.
Now, regardless of the 2 names, the Brazilian pretty much
chances.
It's very tight. 3 shots each. Look out by Morfa. This is Bilal Duckett.
Duckett from Notre Dame making his back right off the shin.
Well, the long ball is starting to reign supreme on both sides.
Yep, Vancouver, they're winning the tempo battle right now. And I'm sure that possession number is shrinking just a bit, about 10% change since we last showed it to you.
There's Jazic, who's done well in his foray forward.
Everywhere in his first season in Vancouver.
Jazic into the path of Panchito Mendoza, tried to square it for Cortez, but it was read well by Duckett.
That ball needed to go.
She was trying to reestablish their dominance. Well, won back though by Alexander Morfa, the Cameroonian.
Tell you what, from a technique side, both Unfortunately for them, he struck it so well that he just knuckled, never dipped, and hit the quick goal crossbar. Flush. Good strike.
Dan Kennedy was beaten there. Final minute plus added on time. Crucial stage of the season. 26-year-old in scorching form right now.
That was a great hit. Caught everyone flat-footed, and that makes the halftime talk of Robin Fraser that much better.
Meanwhile, Vancouver have a man down. It's Camilo. He's slow to get up. So, easily held there by the former San Jose Earthquakes goalkeeper. Cumiento. Here's Mendoza. Braun helping it on for Jazic, trying to beat Duckett. Well defended, but Chivas will have their fourth corner of the evening. So knocked in and just wide. Braun. Trying to work his way around Duckett. It's very well defended here from the fullback who's come off, but it's going to be a Chivas throw.
Solid for Vancouver. Dangerous ball.
Pierce. Mendoza trying to control, and rather Cortez to no avail. Still in play, and eventually won back by the Caps. It's getting feisty in there. Let's get the feeling, Alan, the temperature starts to heat up in this one.
Both teams have caught.
Kofi. He's trying to play it down the line for Osley. It continues to... Cumiento now, and Duckett sends an errant cross up into about row D. Only taken 2 points from 3 games. One of those, though, against Chivas back on the 16th, as well as that draw against San Jose. Pierce. Mendoza. They set it up for LaBroca, just shouldering off the challenge of Duckett. It'll come out left. Braun trying to bring it down. Here's LaBroca. Jazic and company trying to fight through it to no avail, and it's popped out here for Vancouver.
Have to be aggressive.
Claimed by Kofi. Duckett starting tonight for West Knight. Part of those 4 changes for Vancouver. Just in the thick of that June fixture list. The referee waves play on here. LaBroca gives it away for Duckett. Vancouver takes over, and the right backs continued his run forward. Osley is in. Cumiento is back there, but it's an errant hit this time from Bilal Day. And a Chivas USA game against the Red Bulls coming up on the 16th of July, and a Chivas USA Day at a Dodgers game against the Astros coming up on Sunday, June 19th. For more information, 1-877-CHIVAS1, or go to the web. It's nearly frantic back here for the Caps.
Again, look at LaBroca. It's a good hard ball. One substitution remains.
Kofi for Morfa. Won back well by the resilient Zemansky. Salinas.
Handball on Chivas in the first half that went uncalled for Vancouver.
Here's Braun. 1v1 against Duckett.
Corner. Wage his side of the battle with Camilo.
Jazic. Braun's coming to a wider role, trying to play it up for Michael Lahoud. Plotting and prodding. Diagonal ball from Zemansky, brought down well by Jazic, who couldn't get off the cross. And it's come for Alexander Morfa. Maybe a throw here for Down.
Looked like Kennedy was going to come and get that. He begged off. Salgado wasn't, at least from there.
This Salgado's first time hit and headed away by Ante Jazik.
Hard to tell. He's got the man advantage.
Nagamura on the wrong side of Kolfi. He's earned it tonight. Now getting into the later stages of his career, 36, but looking ever so nimble.